Hello all, Jeff here with a new video. Welcome to round 4 of the Supercars Cup Series. I know it's late, but this race was at Indianapolis. So, let's check out the grid. So on the front row of the grid in the Craiglands 99 livery, we have Feijoa Fizz NZ. Second on the grid, we have Max Power 1974. Now, on the second row of the grid, we have AOVG Blackout. And in fourth position, we have Lil Skeeter Boss. So that's the second row of the grid. And on the third row of the grid, we have myself in position 5. And in P6, we have HCCR Dopiest. And on the fourth row of the grid, using the same livery as me, in position 7 is Menace. And in P8 and last is South Ace. So, yep. Menace and myself are running the same livery. However, you will be able to tell them apart because we're wearing different driver gear. So, as you can see, I've got a black helmet because I'm running the Tanner Faust driver gear that I just unlocked. And Menace is running the white helmet and the Holden driver gear. So, that's the best way to distinguish both of us. So, let's get racing, shall we? So, yeah, like, out of the heats before this, I won both of them. I don't know why I'm starting so far back, but here we go. So we get to a start, you know, a nice clean start from everyone, which is a bonus. A lot of guys here I haven't raced with in the Cup Series yet. As we head into turn 1 of the Grand Prix layout, I'm going to go for the big move. As we go into turn 2, it's myself, Blackout, Max Power, 3 wide. I've got the inside, but Max and Blackout have the inside for the next turn, so I just, you know what, I'll just hold back a little, see what I can do. But as you can see, Blackout and Max are, you know, they're going hard at it. As we're going to go into this very fast chicane, I just have to back off a little so I don't make contact with Blackout. And South Ace is through, and he's going to make the move on Blackout here. As we get into this tight section, the track limits now, it means you can't just drive through the tyre walls and retain a clean lap, which is a good thing. Well done, turn 10. Anyway, South Ace, he's got the move done, and Dopiest is right up behind me. As you can see, Max and Feijoa Fizz has ran away a little bit. Max in second place. South Ace is going to look for the move here into this tight right-hander, and I'm going to go for the move on Blackout, but not the case. He's got the inside to get a little slidey, and South Ace is like, do you know what? I don't want to be involved in this. Let's pit. So it's Feijoa Fizz in first place, Max in second, Blackout in third, and myself in fourth. However, I'm going to see if I can get a run on Blackout. Just get in his slipstream, see if I can get the move done. He's pulling away a little, but we'll just see what happens when we break into turn 1. Well, I got it done. So that's a move done. So third position at the moment as we go on board with Dopiest. So he's right up behind Blackout, and he's giving Blackout a tap actually. Feijoa Fizz goes a bit wide. Max Power is going to have a chance here as we go into this fast chicane. It's very even between all 5 of us. So it's just a slice of mistakes, and you could lose seconds and seconds of ground. And we have Lil Skeeter Boss behind Dopiest here. So Dopiest, he's going to see if he can make a move onto Blackout here, but we'll see what happens. And as you can see, I'm getting very close to Max now, as Feijoa Fizz has got a bit loose out of that right-hander there. I'm going to try and make the move on Max. It may not work. Oh, it's a fair bit going on here. So I'm going to try and make the move. However, Blackout is round the outside. And do you know what? I felt like I had enough. So myself and Dopiest are pitted. So now in the top 3 is Feijoa Fizz, Max, and Blackout. So we're on board with Blackout here. And he's going to try and make the move on Max. He gives him a tap. And it's going to be on for young and old here. It's a little drag race. It looks like Blackout is just going to get the slight momentum on Max, but it's all about breaking into turn 1. Is he going to get the move done? Yes. Oh, he almost did, but Max has got the inside for the next turn. Max keeps position. Blackout goes a bit wide. Again, The cars are ghosted. I don't know why. It's a replay. Obviously, there was contact in the actual race. But yeah, it's a good little battle we've got here. Anyway, so myself and Dopius have exited the pits, and South Ace is in 6th place. He's gone a little wide there, so I'm going to get right up behind him now. It's going to be a very, very good scrap, this, trust me. So, South Ace in front, myself and Dopius effectively in the last position, but we're the ones that are pitted. So we go to the replay cam. As you can see, Dopius is right up behind me. South Ace, he's just going to try and hold on, see if he can make some ground on both of us. But we got the fresher tyres, although cosmetic damage probably, doesn't mean anything here. But as you can see, I just get a bit closer to South Ace, but South Ace out of that left-hander just pulls away from me slightly. So it's a very good battle we've got here. So South Ace, myself, Dopius, as we go on board with myself, as we're going into this tight right-hander of the new Grand Prix circuit. South Ace goes a little bit wide, however, he's got the line for the left-hander. So yeah, I'll get on the curb there. South Ace is going to hold position for now, but you just never know, as that little line means nothing in regards to track limits. As I try and get into South Ace's slipstream, see if I can get the move done. We'll just see what happens. So we go on the brakes, and you know what? I've got the move done. Happy days. As we look at the battle at the front, it's on between Max and Blackout. So you just don't know what's going to happen with these things. Joe Fizz still in the lead. But yeah, Max has got a fair bit going on for him. He's going to try and pass Joe Fizz, but he's got Blackout right behind him. So he needs to make sure he's fast and doesn't make a mistake. And we got Lil Skeeter Boss up behind these three to pick up the crumbs if need be. So we'll just see what happens. We get in the banked oval into the tight hairpin. Yeah, oh, hello, Joe Fizz has gone a bit wide. Max is going to try and make the move stick. However, he decided to pit. As we go back to myself, South Ace and Dopius, it is on for young and old here. So I've got South Ace right up behind me. Gives me a little bit of a tap. That's fine. No carnage caused. He's just letting me know he's there. So this is a really, really good battle going on here. As we go to the replay cam, South Ace right up behind me. As we're about to go to this tight left-hander, is he going to make the move stick? Oh, no, he didn't, but he did lock the brakes up. Well, one of us did anyway. But as you can see, it is on. South Ace right up behind me, just ready to pounce on any mistake I make. It's going to be a very, very good battle, this one. And it's not over, trust me. South Ace, see if he can get the move done. As we're going to the tight right-hander. He thought about making the move, but, I was stuck to the racing line. Not going to happen. As we go into the hairpin. I'm still got the momentum here, so you just don't know what's going to happen. Again, Dopius is there in case both of us make the mistake as we go to the main straight. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting, this one. As we go back on board with myself, you could see Max and Menace in the pits. But at the start of lap 5, I'm still in front of South Ace and Dopius. Back, we'll look at South Ace again. As you can see, he's still very close. He's taking a bit of a wider line out of that right-hander as we're going into the really fast chicane. So, yeah, it's going to be a very intense battle, this one. He thought about, I don't know why he did that, but we're just trying to get clean air. But anyway, under brakes into this really tight section. South Ace seems to have the... Oh, he's right up behind me, actually. He seems to get a bit of a run getting out of that first left-hander. Anyway, I'm on the defensive. He's going to try and make the move stick. I actually got a couple wheels on the grass, and he has made the move stick. As we go into the bank section, this is a very intense battle. Back on board with myself. I'll lock the brakes a little into the right-hander. Then we go into the tight left. So, yeah, South Ace goes a little wide. But I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm going to try to cut back. Short shift into 4th gear as we go into the main straight. He hits the curb a little and he gets a bit slidey, and I'm about to get the position back. Oh, what a battle this is. It's been on for young and old for the last 4 laps, believe it or not, between me and South Ace. Dopius is right up behind in case anything happens. I take the defensive line and I've retained position for now. Anyway, back on board with Skeeter Boss. But Joe of Fizz is making another mistake into the tight right-hander. However, he's decided to pit, and so has Lil Skeeter Boss. So that means Max Power 1974 is in the lead for now. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a very intense battle so far between myself and South Ace. Kind of like what it was like at Watkins Glen, although this battle is going on for a lot longer. He goes around the outside, see if there's any chance of making the move stick, but he doesn't think about it. I lock the brakes a little. Dopius gets on the grass actually, but this is a really good scrap going on here between myself and South Ace. Dopius right up behind just in case any mistakes are made. But yeah, been a really good battle so far. It's just a case of whoever makes a mistake will lose this position. I lock the brakes again. South Ace nearly gives me a tap into the right-hander, but not to be. We go into the tight left. South Ace takes a bit of a wider line compared to my shallower line as we go into the last turn and into the main straight. And I've still got a bit of a buffer on him. It may not be enough. His slipstream he'll be getting into my slipstream, but it may not be enough. But here we go. And as you can see, actually, this is Lil Skeeter Boss, and you'll see that's Max, and yeah, Max in front of Joe Fizz and Lil Skeeter Boss. As we go back to the battle between myself and South Ace, it is on. South Ace feels like he can make the move stick if I make the mistake. This is a good passing spot. However, I'm just as good under brakes as he is, so he doesn't make the move stick. It takes a bit of a wider line. I can tell you right now, he did give me a little tap. That's fair. Just let me know where he's at. He's right up behind me. We're both pulling away from Dopius despite our battling. So, yeah, it's very intense here. Anyway, we go back on board with Blackout. Actually, it was Max that pitted the lap before. Blackout, he's in the effective race lead, and now he pits. As we go back to the battle between myself and South Ace, on board with South Ace, I'm locking the brakes again. Ooh, he takes a little naughty shortcut, like the old track limits. However, he didn't really take an advantage there, and he actually he just backed off a little into the tight left. Maybe just realising he made a mistake, realising he cut the corner. It probably wasn't deliberate, so that's fine. But as you can see, I am pulling away a little. So yeah, very interesting indeed. Anyway, on board with Blackout. He's about to exit the pits, and this other battle that's going on. Max is in front, so Max is now in P4, Blackout P5. So yeah, we've got a little battle for the lead, and we could have a battle for 4th. You just never know. We'll have a battle for 5th for sure, because Joe of Fizz is right up behind Blackout now. So it's going to be very interesting as we go further into that lap. As you can see, this Craig Lowndes 99 livery on Joe of Fizz's car looks awesome. He actually brakes a bit late, gets on the grass, and that's going to give Lil Skeeter Boss a chance to get the P6 now. So, Skeeter Boss has slid a little, but yeah, this could turn out to be a really good battle here. Anyway, back on board with myself. It's lap 9. I've actually pulled away from South Ace a little. So, I dealt with the pressure, and now it's just a case of try and get some fast, clean laps. So, yeah, we'll just see what happens here. 5 laps to go. You never know what happens. But, you never know if South Ace is just going to end up getting some laps that are faster than mine. But the pressure is off me, so I did pull away a little there. Anyway, back on board with Little Skeeter Boss, and he's going to try and make the move on Forza Fizz. He goes in wide, but Skeeter Boss is going to have the better run out of turn 2. Forza Fizz gets a bit slidey there, but is Skeeter Boss going to make the move stick? No, he isn't. Forza Fizz still in P6. Good little battle here. So, yeah, this is probably the only proper battle you have in the race right now. So myself and P1, South Ace P2, Dopiest P3, Max P4, Blackout P5, and this battle for 6 as Forza Fizz and Little Skeeter Boss both going wide there. Just showing how hard they're pushing, wanting to keep their positions. And this ghost unghost thing in the replay is really strange. I don't know why it's happening, but anyway, it's going to be very intense here. Whether it's as intense as the battle between myself and South Ace, I don't know, but the potential is there. So it's really good hard racing here. No rammers, no griefers, which is the main thing. So yeah, that's exactly what you want. Now we are about to start lap 11 here. So yeah, we're on the back straight, and you just never know what's going to happen with these things. But yeah, however, Lil Skeeter Boss broke really late there. He was right behind Forza Fizz, however, he gets the run out of turn 2 and runs away from him. So yeah, that was pretty much the whole battle. The positions ended up staying as they were for pretty much the rest of the race, but it was a good little battle for the meantime. Anyway, I'm about to finish lap 11, comfortably in the lead right now. I've pulled away from South Ace a fair bit, as the whole idea is just to get some fast, clean laps down. So yeah, in a comfortable position. As you can see, you can barely even see South Ace on your map now, so that just shows how much I've been pulling away in the last couple of laps. He did put in a good fight though, I'll give him that. Anyway, end of lap 12, Menace in the other stock standard HRT livery is struggling a lot. He goes in the last corner, gets on the curve, gets a bit slow, he puts a drift in actually. But yeah, I wanted to show Menace because, yeah, you were just struggling in the last position for pretty much the whole race. Anyway, we go to the last lap, lap 13, and we're about to go in the section that needed to be here for the 2005 United States Grand Prix. Why? You probably wouldn't have had a 6-car Grand Prix if this part of the track was there in 2005. But anyway, it ended up being, it's going to be a very comfortable victory for myself again, as yeah, that ended up being a really big gap between myself and South Ace. But the positions were myself, South Ace, Dopiest, Max Power, Blackout, Forza Fizz, Little Skeeter Boss, and then Menace. And here is the podium. The old Tanner Faust driver gear. You can finally get it. Check out the race shop. But yeah, there you have it. So if you like the video, smash the thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if you want to see more, subscribe and tap the notification bell. Don't forget, I am giving away a copy of Forza Horizon 4 right now, so if you want to enter that contest, check out the video on your screen now, and the steps are subscribe to my channel, and in that video, comment FH4 giveaway. Good luck. Anyway, this is Jeff here, and happy racing. Cheers.